Hello friends, today our topic is rules and regulation of table tennis. Rules, principles governing conduct or procedure within a particular area of activity is called rules, and means along with or together with is called and. Regulations, a rule or directive made and maintained by an authority is called regulation of. A relationship between a pot and a hole is called off. Table tennis. Table tennis played on a table with a paddles or a bat and a hollow celluloid or plastic ball is called table tennis. Few rules and regulations of table tennis are as listed below. Few means small number. Rules means principles governing conduct or procedure within a particular area of activity. Regulation, a rule or directive made and maintained by an authority is called regulation. Of, a relationship between a pot and a hole is called off. Table tennis. Table tennis played on table with a paddles or bat and a hollow celluloid or a plastic ball is called table tennis. Listed, marked below means as under. Starting a game. Starting a game means the service must start with the ball is an open palm. A point commencing with a player serving in accordance with the official table tennis rules is called starting a game. The first service is decided by a lot, normally a coin toss, means the player who wins the toss often serves first. He does actually have three choices. First choice, choose to serve or receive. Second, pick the side of the table. The opponent player decide who will to do first service. Sometime umpire hide the ball in one or the other hand, usually hidden under the table, means at some unspecified or unknown time the umpire keep the ball out of sight, or the umpire generally hide his hand under the table, allowing the other players to guess which hand the ball is in, means permit the player to imagine in which hand he kept the ball. The correct guess gives the winner the option to choose serve, means the player who gives the right answer, he is the winner of the toss and choice given to serve first. Receive or to choose which side of the table to use, mean choice also consists to receive or choose the side of the table to use to perform service. Service means in game play the player serving the ball commences a play, means when the player perform to serve the ball it considered as the start of the game. The server strikes the ball decent so that it touches directly first his court and then touches directly receiver's court without touching the net assembly, means the server will throw the ball up into the air without spinning it. The server hit forcefully and satisfactory way hit his own court first and then touches directly the receives court without touching the net assembly means in the second step the service directly hit the opponent table sides without touching the net and other part of the net. Service rules means the service must bounce at least once on your opponent's side of the table and you can serve from and to any part of the tables. Service rules is performed to begin the rally where ball has to be returned after the two bounce across the net means the receiver returned back the ball only when the ball bump two times in his court a rally starts with the serve and return of the serve. During service ball has to be tossed up without foot fault means servers are permitted to slight movement of the feet during a serve but no large movement that might gain them an unfair advantage while tossing the ball. Let service is delivered if ball touches the top edge of the net and lands correctly means a let is called on points that do not count when you serve a ball that bounces on your side then hits the net what continues over and bounce on the opponent's side of the table that is let and does not count. Two consecutive services are done in a row by players means two successive services are done in regular way by the player. For wrong service opponent gain a point means when the server do incorrect service then opponent player earn a point. Change of service means at the change of service in the table tennis the previous receiver becomes the new server. A player has to deliver two successive services on 2 points means a player has to deliver two successive services on 2 points. Afterward, the opponent gets the right to serve from the other side of the table means when change of service take place the opponent players means receivers get the right to serve the service from his side. After the end of each game the sides are changed means when first set of the match or game is completed then sides of both players are changed. A rally or return of service means they realize forehand flick and top spin strokes successfully to the backhand of the opponent different from the Europeans who place in the various zones. They also place forehand backspin strokes at the middle of the table. A rally is an exchange of strokes after service means a rally is an interchange of strokes between both players. Player has to return the ball across the net legally after one bounce on his side of table means the players are permitted to return the ball after one rebound on his table court. Player pressurize opponent to commit mistake or unable to return legally means each and every player to force his opponent to make fault and unable to return ball under rules of the game. Player who wins the rally gains a point means a rally starts with the serve and the return of the serve followed by continuous return shots until a point is scored which ends the rally, game or match. means a match shall consist of the first of any odd number games. In competition play matches or typically best of 5 or 7 games or 3 games. A game consists of 11 points, means a game of table tennis is now played up to 11 points. The winner is the player or pair who first scores 11 points. The player who reaches at 11 points first wins the game, means unless both players score 10 points or 11 who reaches at first 11 points, that players won the match. In most of the tournaments, match is played for best of 5 games for men and best of 3 games for women. Means in a sport or game, a series of contests between a number of competitors. The women games is best of 3 sets. Out of 3 sets, 2 sets needed to win, and out of 5 sets, 3 sets needed to win for the men. Tie rule means a game in table tennis is played until one of the players scores 11 points, or if there is a 2-point difference after the score was tied at 10-10. If there is a tie of score on last point, that is 10 all points, then service changes at each point until the difference is of 2 points. If there is a tie score on last point, that is 10 all points, then service changes at each point until the difference of 2 points. Means a game used to played until 21, but that rule was changed by ITTF, means International Table Tennis Federation, in 2001. If both players at 10-10 or 20-20, then there is a difference of 2 points from the opponent players. This is also termed as deuce, means a deuce is one of the 2 cards in a deck of cards, or in tennis a deuce is the that must be broken by someone scoring 2 points in a row. One player must score it. Double game rules means in double game the ball can only bounce on the right half portion of the table for both the server and the receivers. The objective is same in double games, means the aim is the same as in single game and double game. In single game, one player each side take part, and in double 2 players from each side take part. During service, the player performs the service diagonally across the net to both the players alternately by changing sides. Means service must be diagonally from the right court to the opponent right half court. Both side players exchange their positions while performing service and receiving service. In double service rotates so that each player serves and receives them in turn. Means at the start of the game, team B will take the first serve. B1 must serve to A1. Then A1 serves to B2 and so on. In doubles, you should alternate hitting the ball with your partner. In rally, the team must hit the ball alternately no matter where it lands on the table. Means a rally starts with the serve and the return of the serve, followed by continues returns shots where it lands on the table until a point is scored, which ends the rally. Thanks and have a nice day.